Okay, let's see what's going on here, guys. Hmm. Wonder why it said that. Wonder why it shows up twice. I don't remember putting that in Let's Craft, so I don't know. Okay. Hi, Dawn. So let me see. I was trying to see if I could see my comments because, like, I did a. They said that if I scheduled it, which I didn't schedule it until 8, so we'll see. Maybe because I'm early, but I thought I could come on early and see if it was working. But you know, yeah, my brain and the computer brains are not working the same, right? So that's how it goes. So anyway, so while we're waiting, let me see where I'm supposed to be at here. All right. That's right. Okay. Here looks atrocious. So anyway, I played around a little bit with some Mod Podge. And so I Mod Podge some paper, craft paper on this guy. It didn't turn out too bad. And then I Mod Podge craft paper on this. So the next thing I'm going to do is, because I have more material, I'm going to watch some videos on Mod Podging fabric. Because I have fabric that I want to Mod Podge. And see how that works out. So we'll see. It's coming along a little bit. So anyway, I'm glad it just, didn't fall off, or wasn't like last time. I think I saturated it too much, so I think this time it worked out. And then I've been watching some other people, and they put like a piece of paper over it, like almost looks like almost like saran wrap, but then they iron it. So I'm pretty sure they don't, or they roll it. They roll the saran wrap, but then they put something over it, and some people use an iron on it. So I'm gonna have to like watch that. Check this stream on your local platforms. View analytics. Not sure where the chat's at. That's crazy. So if it isn't gonna work chatting, then I'm not going to worry about figuring this thing out. You know? Who knows? Because I don't see it anywhere around here. And you would think that it would just be like right here where I could see my live, wouldn't you? That's what I would think. So hey Brandy, hi Carolyn. So yeah, right. No, I doubt it, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep trying. I got some, and I left it upstairs. I got some really cute material. It's got puzzle pieces on it, and then I have a puzzle piece here, and then I'm ordering a couple more because I want to make an autism wreath with that. I like to have a couple of autism wreaths in my shop. So, is it 8 o'clock? So anyway, so I got a custom order for a wreath, and so I've been working on that, and fine. Yeah, it was good. Oh my gosh, dog. Go away. You stink. The dogs come down here and then pass gas. Why do they do that? Why do they come by you and pass gas? That's just, she hops up in my chair and passes gas. You stink. You stink. Go. Go find your dad. Tell him you need to go outside. Oh gosh. They're just like children. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to try one more time to see if I can figure out where this might be, and then I'm going to give up because I can't remember where I found it. I found chat somewhere, but now I don't know where I found it. Could have swore it was over there somewhere, but I don't see it now. So anyway, what is this? Invite guest. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to edit, and I don't want to stop. Okay, So, I could have swore it was over here, but I don't see it. I thought it was called chat. Oh well. I'm just going to pop over on Facebook and just leave it be. Figure it out later, I guess. I don't know. It's so frustrating. You know? It really is. Very, very frustrating. So, how are you guys tonight? Everybody doing good? How are you guys over there on YouTube? You guys doing okay? Let me see if I can at least see a little bit more. There we go. Thanks for watching over there on YouTube. So let me tell you a little bit about, so this lady says, I want something, she said, I want a wreath, a swag. And I said, okay. So I put together a few things and she says, oh, I was hoping for it to be like more creative and more, and bigger. And I'm like, well, I said, I've toned down my pieces because nobody wants to pay the money that, you know, they cost, right? When we do bigger and more bling, more things, then they cost more money, right? So, hey Jeannie. So anyway, so, you know, I mean, I could create some really, oh my gosh, you know, over the top stuff, right? We love to do that. But we also know that we have to have the right audience for that or the right customer for that, right? And that's fine. We know that. That's why we have changed the way since COVID's happened and we're kind of all in a financial different state of, you know, whatever you want to call it. But we've all changed, right? We know we have these customers that come to us and we know what they want and they may want more. And then we have these customers that want a little more tone back because they want a wreath, and our toned down wreaths are beautiful as well, but they don't want all that stuff in there. For one, maybe not be their taste. Two, they may not be able to afford it. Three, it may not be able to fit between their doors, right? So, you know, I automatically assume, I guess, that that's what they want. So anyway, so I said, okay. So she said, well, how much would that cost? And I said, probably about $100. And she said, well, it better be very creative for $100. I'm like, okay, challenge accepted, right? In fact, once I get done with this, I know that I would actually charge over $100, but I'm kind of excited to be able to create something. So anyway, so I took two, she wants something big, and she's actually going to hang it on her wall. So she wants I took two candy canes, and I pulled them in together, and I zip tied them together. All right, so let me show you the back, and then I put pipe cleaners on. Okay, so here's the back. Never can remember what way I'm supposed to turn this thing. I don't know why. It should not be that hard. I've been doing lives for a long time. I still don't know what way to do the camera. So anyway, what I did is down here on the outside, by every crossbar, I put a pipe cleaner. Okay, and then on the curve, I did one in the center down there because it was just, I didn't have one in there at first, but then I thought, oh, I need to do that because there was just too much space. So anyway, so then I'm putting this in and I'm like, so, well, I love this. This is kind of a little wonky here, but anyway, and I'm like, I may end up just doing every other one. So that's what we're going to start off with. And I think on the inner ones, I may find some tubing to put in there. So we'll see. I may end up putting curls in there, maybe just something. But I'm not going to do a ruffle. Okay, so I cut those at 22. So let's figure out where I'm going to put all these things so that we have a good system. That's funny. So have any of you, okay, so I did figure out how to do random comment picker, so I would love it if you'd bless my page, and the more engagement that we have and the more sprinkles or blesses that we have, the more chance that you would have to win something from this live. So sprinkle and bless my page. I greatly appreciate it. So this is 22 inches long, and I'm just going to take it and ruffle it. So I will probably like do this with you guys. I haven't cut ribbon yet, and because I got some other things that are going on. So this sign is going to go on there. So I really didn't tell you what I was going to do to make it all big and bulky, right? So we're doing this sign, we're doing the bunny butt and ears, and I am changing them up. And I haven't figured out how I'm going to get all that on there yet. I'm still working that in my brain, and we'll talk about that. We may actually stop this live and then do another one. So just so that I don't have a 2 and 3 hour live at once, you know. I'd rather have 2 1 hour lives if I need to. So anyway, so because I need to cut some ribbon as well, because we know we're going to need ribbon, right? We can't have anything without ribbon. And I just want to let you know that both of these, this is $5. This is 21-inch mesh. I did 10, maybe 12-inch poofs. I did not measure this. I was sitting in my recliner last night. My brother's been in the hospital again, and it's been crazy. So I was sitting in my recliner after I worked on call, and I just did it right there and just figured it, however, stretched it, thought it looked good, and there we went. So, and that's okay. That's okay to do that, you know. So anyway, so that's how I did the base. I got lost. So anyway, so that's 21-inch mesh. That is in my shop. That's on sale for right now. The price of that is $5. At the end of the month, I may be increasing the price of the 21-inch mesh. We will see. I'm trying to get rid of it, so we will see. I have posted it on some DStash pages, and I have gotten several more orders. So if you are interested in 21-inch mesh, I would suggest taking a minute to hop over there and look at it, because it's going fast. So I mean, I saw a lot, but it's going. At least I'm getting about a couple of orders every day, and I kind of like that. So that's a good thing. So, and then this border stripe is also in the shop as well. It's under border stripe. And if anybody's on here watching because they want a wreath, I do have a wreath, completed wreaths, and that is at www.wreathrn.com. And that's where my completed projects are. So you guys are being awfully quiet. Give me some chat. What you guys doing today? Have you ever used candy canes to make a wreath for them? I'm sure some of you have made candy canes at Christmas time. You've put ribbon on them, or done the new with yarn and ribbon. So that's always fun. I haven't done one of them yet, but I love the way they look. I just don't know if I have enough patience to sit and do something like that. But anyway, so anyway, tell me, have you guys done this type of method before? We may have to cut more mesh as well. So anyway, have you done this method? I think something you might want to try. It makes a pretty large wreath, as you can tell. Carolyn, are you still on here? Did we have call today? I was waiting on my brother to call me about my other brother who was getting out of the hospital, and I totally forgot about it, and he never called. So I missed the live. I missed the Zoom if we had Zoom, and I didn't get to talk to my brother if he called, since he didn't call. So I don't know. Anyway, I was just curious if we had call anyway. Hi, Brenda. You made a ladybug swag. Oh, that's cool. I gotta get to going on my taxes. Oh my gosh. I haven't added up any receipts or nothing. Nothing. It's going to be a hot mess. Express. It's getting closer to April. To D-Day. So you can see this takes up quite a big space on my table. I've thought about, and Dawn, did you do pipe cleaners on both sides? I need to do one. I may put one together. Because one time I just did the center ones, but I was afraid that it wouldn't cover enough. So that's why I didn't do it. I can't remember if that turned out really well for me or not when I did it that way before. Over here on YouTube, can you tell me where you're watching from? I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you can spread the love as well. Hit the share button for me. I greatly appreciate it. Trying to grow that YouTube page little by little as well. I have been posting videos and going live in there pretty regularly. So I greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Oops, there goes. At least it didn't go. You did pipe cleaners on both sides. At least it didn't go in the trash. I did lose my one mouse not too long ago. I guess I threw it away. I don't know what else happened to it. Cleaning up, I still haven't found it. So it had to have gone in the trash. How many things do you think you've thrown away that were valuable? Oh, crazy. You've made the swag this way as well. Cool. You know, post your creations on Create with Addiction RN. That's where you can post your things that you've made, and especially if you get mesh for me or anything like that, or you know, post those pictures over there. I'd love to see them. I'd love to see them no matter what, but that always helps. Let's see. Let's see how it's going. I don't know why. I'm just wore out, I guess. Mentally wore out. I'm hoping that things are... This is the second time my brother's been in the hospital, so I'm hoping that he's out now and that he'll stay out. So he's got low sodium, and when that happens, oh my goodness, he is a different person. Like, he's so confused, and he falls all the time, and oh man. Just crazy. So anyway, did you guys have a good weekend? Hey Jennifer, how are you? If anybody sees Barbara Bird, she's the one that won some of the mesh when I did that giveaway for some of my leftover mesh back here, and I haven't been able to get her mailing information, so come on. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Must be windy outside. I don't know how to do that. Let's see. Sorry, I was just gonna see if I could. That's what I wanted to do. Let's see if I could. Hang on one second. Let me check something here. Maybe. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I knew I smelled it again. I was out checking to see if there was poo around here anywhere. Oh my lordy bee. I know you miss me. She likes to snuggle at night. She'll be down here growling at me to go upstairs. She's not gonna like it. But I got blankets down here, the heater's on, but she wants to be on or in my lap, under the blanket, while I'm sitting in the couch or on the in the recliner, you know. She's a little spoiled. Hey, this worked out perfect. All right, so let's see. So what do you think so far? Liking it? Give me some hearts or some thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Hi, Vanita. Oh, from Alabama. Thank you. I use 21-inch lavender, and this is 10-inch border stripe. The lavender is in my shop. It's under www.wreathAddictionRN.com. That takes you right to my Etsy store. That comment was from Facebook, just so you know, or YouTube, sorry. I was just replying to the YouTube lady over here, Anita. Thank you so much. She's from Alabama. Okay, so now we're going to go, where are we going to start? I kind of like to start here. We'll see where that takes us. But sometimes I spell my own thing wrong, so we'll see. Hopefully that works. So that's me. I'm Teresa with Wreath Addiction RN. I'm a registered nurse, and I am a, it is big. It is big. I sent her the leak. We'll see if she hops on to the live. Yes, it's very big. Big and bodacious, isn't it? What was I going to say? Oh, I've done several different things in my career. I've not been a nurse very long. Let's see. I became a nurse in 10 years this year. I guess it's this month, March. 10 years. I've been a nurse. I've been an RN since 2014 in March, and I got my LPN in July of 2013. So it's been 10 years anyway, about 10 years. So in most of my career, I have been a hospice nurse. So I would say actually probably, yeah, most of it. So anyway, so I love being a hospice nurse. Unfortunately, I don't know, the economy has really hit us hard, and I may have to go back to being a midnight floor nurse again. I don't know. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to get need to get some of this mesh sold so that I can, I'm not going to do that part anymore. So I'm just going to make wreaths and sell some kits and stuff from what I have. We'll see how that goes. This one. Hey Kim, how are you? We're using 2 candy canes zip tied together to make this swag. This lavender is in the shop. It's beautiful. It's wide foil. It's got the wider metallic in it. It's really pretty. And this took a whole roll. I'm doing well. This took a whole roll of 21-inch mesh on here. Alright, and then right there, and I think we're good. Well, I couldn't have planned that any better. 2 left. That'll be good. Alrighty, now let's figure out what else we're going to do. I did poofs on the bottom, yes. I did that. We didn't do that tonight. I did this yesterday upstairs. So here's the back. I'll show you the back. So I just put ties on the crossbars here on the outside, and then I did one on in between them on the center. And I did probably between 10 and 12-inch poofs. To be honest with you, I did not measure it. I didn't even have usually I have to use this to measure. I didn't even have one of these mats. I took it and I went to the next tie, and that's how I did it. So, and then I looked to see how it looked with the rest of them. but it's pretty big. It is really big. I mean, if I can get my tape measure too, but when you look at the center of this thing, I mean, this is a skewer. It's pretty deep, right? And these are cut to 22 inches. And I did every other one because I wanted to, you know, have a little bit more. I didn't want to overwhelm it with too much that way. I've got a lot of things that we're putting in this. I've got eggs and so I've got these we're putting in, and then in order to bring in some of the orangish color, because I'm putting in these as well. That's what this is for. The sign's got multiple colors in it, so we're going to bring in some more colors with the eggs. And then I've got the bunny. This is my last one. So I have the bunny, and I want to dress up the pink with this material. So tell me if you were going to use material on this. I'm not worried about the ears as much as I am the feet, because I don't want it to fray. So I'm thinking that I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to do a zigzag stitch around it, and then not super glue it, but hot glue it to the feet. That way, you know, it shouldn't fray. That's what I'm thinking. Like I guess it's a zigzag stitch. I'm not a great seamstress, or I don't know all my terminology, so. We're using 2 candy canes. So these are the candy canes from Dollar Tree, and I just put them together and zip tied them. Where the little hook over, or you know, on the candy cane overhangs, I zip tied all 4 of those there. And that's how I made it. And then I put my pipe cleaners here, everywhere there's a crossbar on the outside, except for the round ones and the curves. I put an extra one in the center of the curve, and then on the inside I just did in here. But I used two bars when I did this. 2 bars. So that way it helps give your mesh more coverage. It's covering the whole rail. I always, even on my round ones, I do 2 rails. I don't just do the edge. I do 2. So you can think that this is going to be a pretty big little guy here. Pretty big little guy. Listen to me. So he's going to have his bunny butt. He's going to have his ears, wherever I did with those, in here. I'm going to pull those out. And then he's going to have the sign and all the other stuff. So maybe smushing this apart a little bit to get his butt in here, which shouldn't be a problem. Okay. I'm going to be pushing that in there whenever I get it ready. And then the sign's probably going to go, whoops, in between him and his ears, I would think. Yeah, I think so. So that's what I'm thinking. So I've got this adorable material that I got. You guys see it? How cute it is? I've lost my mouse.
I don't know if you can see how cute it really is, but it's very pastel, multicolors. It's got a little orange in it. It's got yellow. It's got a little bit of the, what's the color I'm thinking of? It's teal, and what's the other green color that I'm thinking of? So anyway, so that's going to be on these pieces. So that's what I'm going to figure out how to cut that and then sew it. I just haven't really decided what I'm going to do. Then I have to make little patterns in order to get it. So I thought about, so I have these that I got from, these are from Dollar Tree. I don't have to do that. Dollar Tree get much better about putting their things. So I thought about actually not using these by any means, but thought about seeing about how this pattern worked, and then actually sewing my piece of material to this. I mean, this is pretty stiff. So I thought about like sewing it to this. Anybody a seamstress in here? This probably need to be bigger. I think these were only $1. So then I thought that that would give it just a little bit more stability, you know. So I mean, that actually covers it pretty good. And this part that it really doesn't, I can actually, they sewed that around, I could actually trim that. But I could sew, use this as a pattern, sew this to this, and then hot glue it on. What do you think? Do you think that's a good idea? To change up the bunny feet? You know, because everybody and their dog has this color, right? Everybody and their dog's got the black and white one. Everybody and their dog's got, so I wanted to make it different than what everybody else's has. So, what do you think? Give me some hearts if you think so. If the little round things are about the same. So that's my creative process. I don't know if it's very good. Smaller yet. Oh, thank you. It'd be kind of hard to sew those, but what I need. That's what I need. I think that's probably not going to be as bad as doing the other one. So, and then I've got, I thought we would do this ribbon. This one and this one whenever it's time to do ribbon tails. So, I think that's what we got going on. So, I don't know how long What else was I going to tell you guys? I can't remember what I was going to tell you. So if you shared the live, don't forget to put shared in the comments. I greatly appreciate it. Let me hop off here and get some more things ready and see if I can get this bunny ready to put in there, because I really want to get this project pretty much done, at least so it can be done for tomorrow night, or close to being finished up tomorrow night. So anyway, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being on. Don't forget, Barbara Bird is the winner. And don't forget, I have tons and tons and tons of mesh in my shop. Please, 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 please take a look and help me get rid of the 21-inch mesh. It's $5 a roll. $5. You can't find it for $5 anywhere. I have lavender. I have mint green. I have pink. I have dark purple. I have orange. If you're ready for Halloween, I have regular beige. I have, God, what else? There's like 3 different kinds of green in there. There's deluxe green and red for Christmas. There's red, white, and blue for patriotic. There's blue with navy, or blue with silver, a silver metallic stripe through it, or metallic stripe. It's beautiful. It's not a stripe, but it's got silver metallic in it. It's beautiful. It would be great for patriotic. Lots of those colors can be used for spring as well. So don't forget to check it out. There's so much in there. And for $5, in fact, I will post, because one lady bought, and I'm getting ready to do the shipping. So one lady bought 5 rolls of 21-inch. And we had to make a box. So because it will fit 6 rolls, though. The box that we made would fit 6. So she bought the heaviest mesh I had. She bought that check, the poly burlap. So that was the heaviest. So it's going to be a lot cheaper. So I'm going to put 6 rolls in a box, and I'm going to weigh it, of pretty much like the normal one. I'm going to try and find the next heaviest just to see what it is, and let you know, like, if you buy 6 rolls, 6 different rolls, this is what your shipping will probably be, depending upon where you live. But it's not really going to be very expensive. And a lot of times it's definitely just as cheap if you buy 1 roll or 2 rolls for shipping. No doubt, because the box is exactly the same. They're charging you by the box, really not by the pound. So anyway, and the box I do have that I don't have to make holds 4 rolls. So I could tell you that if you're going to get 3 rolls, you might as well get 4, because it's going to cost you the same for 4 as it is for 3, because the box is exactly the same. So that's basically the same thing. Same way with the poly mailers. Costs you the same amount of money to mail 1 roll of 10-inch mesh as it does to mail 2. The only thing is you have to pay for the second roll of mesh, So just trying to save you. I mean, if you're gonna, get the same shipping, if you can afford the second roll, it's very much worth it to do that. So just trying to help you guys out there. Are you looking for any certain mesh? I've got a couple of different ones in there that are really cheap. That didn't sell. So I have a black and white stripe that's a 10-inch mesh that I'm actually thinking about making it in its own category, or putting it in with the 21-inch mesh, since it's the cheaper stuff. And I think I have like 3 different 10-inch mesh that are $5 and under. So because they just didn't sell. So and they've been in my shop since I started with mesh, so it's like I don't want to keep going with that. People are not really interested in those. Some of the other ones that I've had that I have a lot of, Halloween's coming back around, so I'm gonna wait for that. Christmas is coming back around, gonna wait for that. If we don't, you know, after this year at Christmas, I'm probably going to reduce the price, whatever's less, or put together some boxes, some de-stash boxes is probably what I'm gonna do. So anyway, can I trim the shapes? So I'm putting the, I want this to be on them. So I am, and I don't want this to fray. So I'm afraid that whenever I cut this, it's gonna fray. This material is gonna fray. I don't know for sure, but I think it will. So, and I don't want frays on my piece. So that's why I have to, I want this instead of my stuff. So it's going to be like this, just for instance. Sorry, I'm not really good at all this stuff, but it's going to be like this. This is going to be the new color on there. Does that make sense? Can you see? I got a glare, I'm sorry. So I don't know if you can or not. I'm trying to get the glare off. I don't know why I have a glare. So that's what's going to be on the bottom instead of the pink. And then I am gluing that on. So once I get this on a piece of something that I know it's not going to fray and it's going to look nice, then I'm going to glue that on to this. So, and I may be back on to do that with you once I figure this out. I'm gonna cut out these pieces and see how it goes. So, anyway, so that's the plan. It's not gonna take a whole lot of material to do that. So anyway, so let me figure it all out, you know, and I think it's gonna just make it a lot stiffer and it's gonna be better for that then. So, and I gotta get my sewing machine out and do all that good stuff. So anyway, so take a moment, check out my shop, and be watching for me to go live later. I'm a late nighter sometimes, so don't be surprised if it's, you know, 10 o'clock or later if I go. So depends on, I need to get those orders shipped out. That's one thing that's a priority as well. So sometimes when I get upstairs, I don't want to come back down. I'm sure you guys can relate, right? That's why I really want to get my, I want to try and get my craft room upstairs. So we'll see. We will see. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you guys all being on here with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys have a great night, and I'm hoping I will see you in a little while. Bye, everybody.